Hey fam, how you doing? This is Courtland. It's been a while since we've been on, but I'm glad to be back. Happy New Year. I hope y'all enjoyed it and everything like that. Did some great things, got some good things coming up, for this year. Got those goals set up and everything like that. Now, we're going to get into the program. And who I have with me today is Michael A. Johnson. And we're going to talk about STEM education today. All right, great stuff, man. What about your last book, STEM and Education?
My last, STEM and Education, thanks for asking that question. STEM and Education, Principles of Engineering, Sea, Air, and Space. I talk about these type of things that I experienced my personal life, career as traveling around the country, doing presentations in STEM areas. And C, I had great opportunities to work with the United States Navy, MIT, Drexel University, Sea Perch, and the underwater robotics. I wanted to give back to make sure that students can see what these colleges and industries were doing with underwater robotics.
Now, is that in your book?
It's in the book, yes. It's in STEM and Education, Sea, Air, and Space. And the second section I focus on air. And air, I talk about hey, Courtland, at one time, man just looked up in the sky and didn't see nothing flying except birds.
Right.
Someone came up with the possibility, hey, how can I get up there? And the first form of flight, it was a hot air balloon.
Right.
So I write about
Was that first a hot air balloon? Okay, all right. It wasn't my man with the Kitty Hawk, huh?
Oh, Kitty Hawk. Hey, North Carolina. Oh, you've been doing your research. Yeah. Well, see, it's the Wright brothers.
Yeah, the Wright brothers.
No, there was a hot air balloon was the first concept as far as hey, how can I get up there?
Was that the blimp, the big blimp?
Oh man, yeah. One of them was a tragedy. The first one was a tragedy. But guess what happened, Courtland? They realized it was a tragedy because they was using the wrong chemistry, the wrong gas.
Oh, okay.
Hydrogen. That's a very flammable gas to use in that type of aircraft with those type of materials.
Oh, okay. So you know what they use now?
Helium.
Okay.
Yeah. See, Courtland, I went to Penn State. Penn State sponsored me. They recruited me to go to University of Colorado in Boulder. I went to University of Colorado, and I was there working with the United States Army, University of Colorado, and a couple other college professors not just throughout the country, but throughout the world. And our task was to design a balloon, make it and test it, and also work with the electrical system. The electrical systems that we use, Courtland, was from scratch. The GPS, we designed the GPS system from scratch to figure out how can we track this balloon. One of I'm proud of doing, I designed the surveillance systems I took a camera and I had to change the unit and put a timer on there. The camera would take pictures every 3 minutes as the balloon was ascendant and descendant.
Oh, okay.
I had to design a heating system that would keep the batteries warm in that cold environment. When everything came down, we tracked the balloon. We launched 2 balloons. The first balloon went 84,000 feet into the stratosphere.
Wow.
The second balloon flew 96,000 feet in the Earth's stratosphere. And we were able to track it, to receive it. The interesting thing about this, both the balloons was found 50 feet apart away from each other.
Oh, wow.
And Courtland, it just didn't happen like they were 50 feet apart. We designed it to make sure they were together.
Oh, okay.
That they wouldn't. We designed. What can we do? See, now you're talking about the payload. The payload of each balloon had to be similar. So we're talking about the mass, and you're talking about the volume of the balloon. The temperature of the gas. It's so much that took place.
Yeah, I see.
The heating.
I see. It's just a lot that goes into to that project. You think it might be a 1 or 2 person project, but it takes a team.
It takes
to come up and figure all this stuff out.
Right. So now you can see why I had to put this in a book.
Right.
And in the third concept, I have space. Mm-hmm. In space, we're using. Kids love to do this. They make rocket fuel. Mm-hmm. They use water. See, rocket fuel is made out of liquid hydrogen and liquid oxygen. Mm-hmm. And what happens? We have hydrogen and oxygen in water. So there's a process called electrochemistry, mm-hmm. where we separate the hydrogen and the oxygen and put them in different chambers.
Wow.
That's the same thing the kids say. The kids be saying, wow. That's what they say. Well, see, now, Courtland, what kid do not want to be in a program? Who wouldn't come to school?
Right.
See, it's not the...
It's
so
engaging. Yeah.
We're back to Courtland. Yeah. We're back to the beginning. Mm-hmm. We can't put it on the kids.
Right.
The kids, they will come in and make some hot air balloons and test them. Mm-hmm. They'll come in and make some underwater robots and put them in the water and test them. They'll do that. Mm-hmm. They do a presentation.
Right.
So it's this program STEM is so vital to our whole educational process.